So I said, okay, I'll drink this one glass. It shouldn't be anything. And that's when that right there changed my whole. I couldn't drink just one glass of wine. I'm an alcoholic, but it took me to go to the rock bottom to get where I'm at now.
So my name is Stephen Lucido. I'm a program advisor in the NLP program here at the Boise Rescue Mission, and I'm Isaac's case manager. I work with him one-on-one every week and throughout the entire week. So Isaac had about 5.5 years of sobriety and was doing great, and he got to a point where he was offered some alcohol, and he made the decision that I can handle this and I can have a drink again. And as it happened, he ended up going right back into heavy drinking again, and it progressed even further than that, where he started hearing voices and actually started using methamphetamines on top of that and getting DUIs, which led him to jail time and a realization that he needed to come back here.
I got married, I had a career, I had a house, everything that I was trying to focus on, I actually accomplished with God, with Christ in my life. Church and everything, good positive people around me, safe people. And then I started to focus on the world over God. I put my Bible down and I put it in a bookshelf. I said, okay, I'll drink this one glass. It shouldn't be anything. And at that moment, I did not realize how bad it would affect me. I didn't realize that I should have had God with me at that moment in my life to say no. Instead, I said, okay, just this one. I drank that one glass, and then I drank another glass behind her back. And then I asked my brother-in-law at that moment, can you take me to the store? Because this is not doing anything for me. And I lied to my own wife, and that caused a whole chain reaction of lies and deceit and dishonesty and isolation. And I literally closed everybody off in my life at that moment on. From that moment on, I started getting worse. I lost total control. That's when I hit real rock bottom. I was losing my mind. I ended up doing methamphetamines. I've never done that kind of drug before in my life.
So Isaac has shared with me that he wanted to come back even sooner, but he had so much shame and guilt that he had fallen off after going through the program and graduating. And we were just so glad to see him get past that and be able to come back to the mission, because we believe in second chances, because God believes in second chances.
So the first night I came here back to the program, I was blessed to be here. I felt I felt safe, but I faced an inner battle of self-doubt. Like, I've been here before. Why am I coming back through here all over again? Discouraged.
So in reality, we're all very prone to messing up and sliding back and making mistakes. And God knows this about us. And God loves us. And throughout the entire Bible, there's so many examples of how God gives us second, third, fourth, fifth chances. And we, as Christ followers, want to do the same thing. I give grace and mercy to guys because God has given me so much grace and mercy. And we want people to know that, hey, if you blow it, it's okay. You're welcome here, just like you're welcome by God.
So I believe God grabbed me, took me out of that equation. It's like a toy machine. I always think of those dolls. I always think of the dolls, and the crane grabbed me, picked me up, took me out, and dropped me in the box to where I could be alone and to focus on what I had to do in my life. It's kind of like a reboot.
So working with Isaac has been an absolute pleasure. And one of the things that I really see in him is, while he's in classes, he's always raising his hand, and when he doesn't understand something, and he's willing to come out of his comfort zone and ask questions, not being fearful of what others will think about him, but genuinely wanting to take that next step and wanting to grow. And I see that, and even coming to me when he has questions or he doesn't understand something, where I can speak into that, and it really helps him move forward. So I really see a desire for him to move forward, and he's said it multiple times before. When he went through the program, he just kind of did a surfacey working through it, but he's taking it much more serious now, and you see the results of that, and it's exciting.
I was ready to run out the doors, not realizing that I should have just been patient and try to utilize what this place has to offer versus me trying to go out there and do it all on my own understanding, because I figured, oh, my DUI, my alcohol habit is cured. I'm ready now. And I put that in effect. I did really well with God above all else until I put something above Him.
I think coming back into the program after learning what he learned the first time of getting sober and being clean and then relapsing, it helped him to have a different focus. And I believe God is bringing him to the next level in his recovery, helping him to learn that, I still have work to do. I took care of some things, but it's a lifelong journey if we're honest about it. And we're all going to be growing for the rest of our lives. And if we ever feel like we've arrived, that's where we're really kind of in trouble. So he's just, I think, at a place now where God's peeling back the next layer and helping him to take those next steps, which are going to be transformational for him moving forward.
It's not just about the program anymore. I used to think to myself, this is a 12 to 18 month program. No. This is a lifelong program. This is for the rest of my life. Just because I graduate doesn't mean I'm done.
So Isaac is in phase 3 right now of the program. He's going to be completing that and then moving into internship. And he's really developed this hunger and thirst to mentor and pour into other guys. The same way that he's been comforted and encouraged and helped, he wants to now give that back. And that is so exciting to see. He's wanting to pay it forward and take what he's received from God and give it to other guys. And that is so exciting.
Before, I used to have all this guilt and shame to where it was all me. Like, I can't do this. And I remember all my past, this is what the classes help us provide us with now, is projected lies that were done to me when I was a child, all the abuse that I was faced. And I faced mental, physical, sexual abuse while I was a kid. The people who were supposed to love me the most hurt me the most. And that caused a chain reaction of me mistrusting the rest of the world, to doubt myself, to believe that there was nobody I can trust in my life. But to be able to know the armor of God now, to be able to have the shield, the helmet, the sword, the truth, the shoes, every single piece of armor and protection that I need. And the sword is the defensive, tool that I need. So it's just a blessing.
Isaac is at a place right now where he's learning a lot and really growing. And we're here to support him and hold him and accountable and work alongside him to be there for him as a point of contact and support. And he knows that, and he's utilizing that more and more, and he's realizing the value of having other people, that he can't do it alone any longer, that he has to have support from other people. And then he's gonna, we're just so excited to see where God is going to take him ultimately. And it's such a pleasure for me to be a part of his journey, and that God allows me to do that.
If it wasn't for them, for the donors, for the people who genuinely really care to give a person like me a chance in my life to be able to help me overcome the things that I've overcame, it's a blessing that is, I can't even express, I don't know how to say it. I just thank you from all of my heart